In this video, we'll be covering the difference between horizontal and vertical income. Hey, what's up? I'm Mark Terribolini, and I am all about building physical and digital assets for early financial freedom. So, if you're interested in real estate investing or online business, be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss a thing. So, vertical income versus horizontal income. It's basically a way to look at your income sources. So, most people have a vertical income stream. That is the majority of people. So we'll look down at the graph here to show what I'm talking about. So here we have just like a great representation of vertical income, and it's basically just your job. You know, it's your regular job you go to, you know, every day, 5 days a week, 40 hours, 50 hours, whatever it is you work. This is your one income stream, and this is what most people do. And with the money you make, you know, you pay your expenses, and you know, maybe invest a little bit, you maybe save up a little bit for an emergency fund. But that's your one source of income, and which is fine. You know, I mean, most people do this, and you know, it works fine for them. But this channel is dedicated to something a little bit different. I like more horizontal income, because the problem with vertical income is, let's say that you lose your job. Let's say you get laid off. Let's say you get sick. Let's say you get injured. Let's say, you know, a family member or a friend gets sick and you want to help them, but you're tied to your job because you need that money to survive, basically. You know, and so like it's inherently very risky to have just this one source of income. So horizontal income is a little bit different. Let's look at the graph here for horizontal income. So it's the same idea, but there's just more sources. So you have your regular job, but then you have these other sources. So let's say you own your house, and let's say you rent out a bedroom, or maybe the bedroom has like its own separate entrance, and you can charge a little bit more. So this could be, you know, a potential great source of potential income. It could be, you know, maybe it's, even if it's just $500 a month, that's something. It could be even more than that. It could be 700, 800, 1,000, 2,000, depending on where you live and, you know, how nice the room is. So that could be another source of income. Maybe you buy a rental property, and that cash flow is a couple $100 a month. That's a couple $100 in your pocket every month. Maybe you have another rental property, and that one cash flow is $300 a month. That's, you know, another 300. So between your two rental properties, that's like maybe like $400 a month or something like that. You know, that adds up. That's, you know, part of your monthly income. Let's say you also have roommates at your house. So you're doing Airbnb and you have roommates. That could be another potential, you know, $1,000. You know, maybe you have a couple roommates, maybe a couple $1,000. That's makes a huge difference. And that could pay your mortgage. That could pay, you know, all your utilities, and maybe even more. So, let's say you have a side business. It could be anything. It could be, you know, driving for Uber, or doing grocery delivery, or walking dogs, or maybe you have an Amazon store or something, anything like that. Let's say you're passionate about something. So for instance, like I'm passionate about building, like, you know, real estate investing and online business. So this YouTube channel, like this is a passion for me, because I can share the stuff that I learn, kind of like share my failures and my successes and all that stuff. And it's just like, I'm not really doing it for like any kind of money, but it's like the potential is there to eventually maybe make some money. Maybe it could be a couple $100 a month or something. And anybody else can do that as well. So if you're passionate about something and you just enjoy doing it and you want to share it, that's an opportunity for an income source right there eventually. Let's say you also have, let's say here, there's an affiliate website. Let's say you build a website around a niche that you're passionate about or that you work in. You know, for example, let's say you're like a veterinarian, and you know a lot of things about pets or dogs, and so you want to start a website, let's say around like dog health. It's all about raising a healthy dog. So you can have, you know, lots of articles and videos. It could be about, you know, great dog toys for dental health, or, you know, the healthiest types of dog food, and like the dog food to stay away from, or kind of like exercise routines, or how to train, and all these different topics. And within all those articles and videos, you can put in affiliate links, which is basically a link that goes to a website like Amazon or Chewy or something like that. And if somebody buys a product, then you get a small commission from that purchase. So that could be another source of income as well. And if it's something you enjoy, you put some time into it, it doesn't really seem like work, it's just something that you enjoy. So there's lots of opportunity out there. You just have to keep your eyes open and put the work in. And speaking of work, some of these are more active and some of these are more passive sources of additional income. So Airbnb, rental properties, and roommates, that's going to be more on the passive side. So there's a spectrum. Basically, you have like the more passive side and the more active side. And so the more passive side of things you are, like, the better, because you can free your time up to build more or buy more additional sources of income. So that's fine. So if you have the money, buy rental properties, or you can buy stocks too as well. But use your money to buy more assets. And if you don't have money, you can use your time to build assets. That could be your side business, YouTube, affiliate websites, any kind of website to sell products or affiliate marketing or anything like that. So this is, I consider this to be like a much risk-averse way to position yourself, because if you happen to lose your job, you have all these other sources of income to kind of float you until you can find a new job. Or let's say, like, you sell one of your rental properties, or your roommate moves out, or your side business, stops, kind of flops. You have these other sources to kind of float you along for a while until you find, a replacement or something better. So it's safer, and also it can make you more money, because if you have all these sources of income and they're all working together, like, they increase your income like dramatically. So for example, me, I live in this house, and right now I don't have a lot of roommates. I had roommates before, and the Airbnb. So between like an Airbnb room and 2 roommates, I was living for free. I was actually making like $500 a month to live here. I was getting paid to live here. That's not the situation now. People moved out, and I just have the Airbnb. So I have my mortgage, like, is almost covered, not quite. It's like 3/4 of the way, but it floats me until I can replace that income. So it's the same idea. And I'm just saying it's best to build out more sources of income as you can. So I would work on that if you're able to. So if you enjoy this content, be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.